thing and we are spirits, and all of that doesn't make sense to me unless you can explain and show me what you mean. And you just said that we have a piece of God inside us. I don't believe the God existence. I don't hold a belief in the God. So
all right. So let me come from this.
I cannot have a piece of God inside me. Not possible.
Okay. Let me come from this angle. All right.
Right.
The thing is, yeah. Personally, I will not say it is called God, God, but I know that there is a presence of something. Maybe either I will call it something, or I don't know. But I know that this world we are in, I'm not talking about this planet Earth or universe, or because it's so vast that we don't really know what is going on. It's so vast. Okay.
So because we don't know what is going on. So what?
Well, the thing, I'm talking about me now. Sorry, I'm talking about me now.
I understand. So because we don't know what's going on, should we now insert things into our ignorance? Because we're ignorant. So now we should just start pulling things from here, there, and everywhere. Because we're ignorant.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Let me just quickly drop this one. Okay,
drop it. Drop it like it's hot.
According to scientists, they say, okay, like the sun, the size of the sun to the earth that we are in, maybe about 150 sizes of this sun, of this earth, planet Earth, inside sun. And NASA, they've actually discovered, I forgot the name. They discovered another planet somewhere that they say, according to them, they say 300 sizes of this same sun we are talking about, 300 of its size fit into that one particular planet that they've actually saw somewhere. Okay, so now that's for me. Okay, so please, it's just me. So I believe, that's why I say I believe that there is something somewhere. I won't call it God, right? If I say God, for me, I think I'm kind of caging that thing, or I'm kind of boxing that thing. But I know that there is something that is in charge. Maybe they, or just one particular thing. It might be they.
Okay, do you understand? So what gives you this certainty? You like call it certainty, or what inspires the idea that there is something that is in charge?
Okay. Right.
Now, bear in mind, I am not, we're questioning things. I am a skeptic, and so I ask questions. And if it doesn't make sense to me, it just doesn't make sense.
I'm not blaming you at all. I get it.
Challenge. Yeah.
Yes, I get it. Right? I'm not talking about maybe Jesus or no. I'm beyond all. You understand? You get me where I'm coming from?
You sound like a Yoruba man.
I'm from Edo.
Oh, you're Edo. Sorry, I apologize for that one. So do you follow any of the Edo deities at all?
I believe in them.
So do you use any of their? I honestly don't know anything about them. But do you use it like for protection, for whatever you? I mean, do you utilize any of their things, whatever they do?
Well, I will say I won't say I've not like physically, right? Physically, maybe making use of certain materials, I know, but I'm open to it. Maybe because of the environment where because I'm in UK, so maybe because of my environment, right? I'm very much open to it. Okay, because I believe in spirituality. Okay. I believe in spirituality. Sorry, let me ask you, do you believe in spirituality?
No, I don't. Well, it depends on what you mean by spirituality. What do you mean by spirituality?
I mean, acknowledging the existence of other things that we don't understand.
No.
Okay.
No.
Right.
Not me, because we will come back to the conversation of.
So what do you think? What do you think? What do you think make people, when somebody is doing incantations, right, somewhere, and they profess certain words, and those words actually, they manifest.
Manifest where? So wait, you're saying that some people start doing some. Sorry, guys, I'm just a bit all over the place. So some people start doing these incantations. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm with you.
Okay, so people start doing incantations, and then what? They're speaking gibberish, in my opinion. You're speaking, blah, 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 whatever they're saying.
Right.
Unless you can prove that their incantation had an effect, unless you can show the link between incantation and effect, then no. Incantations, these are just words coming out of people's mouth.
Of course, absolutely.
So
words.
What are those words going to do?
But yeah, they are words. But
what are they going to do? What are those words going to do?
Okay, what about, I've seen people, they speak to animals, maybe like snake. And
fly extraordinary. Let's confirm it.
So
hey, wait, can you mute? Mr. Kwanzaa, mute yourself, please. Yeah, go on. You said they speak to animals, yeah?
Like they like in India, for example. So there's a way they speak to, like snakes. And you see result. You see these animals actually, yielding to what he's saying.
Okay.
It is real. It is real.
That's not spiritual, though. That is not spiritual, because you're talking about an animal.
So what is going on? So what is going on? What is going on? What do you think
is an animal not a physical thing that you can see?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Have you got a pet at all?
I used to.
Have you got a pet?
I used to have a dog.
I mean, if you, for example, that snake, you had it from when it was a little something.
I'm not talking about, probably a particular animal has been nurtured, with time and things like. I'm talking about a random happening. They will say, bring that thing, bring that snake, bring that thing. Who has this thing? Bring it. Let me show you something. Let me demonstrate something to you. And it happens.
Tricks. A lot of it is just tricks.
I know there are tricks. I know.
A lot of it is just making
animals here. We're not talking about things. We're talking about animals.
Animals are physical. They we are animals as well, right? Animal to an animal. Hello.
Intelligent animals.
Well, okay, if you say so. I mean, animals are intelligent, but where is this? Where is the outside connection? I don't know. What I don't see it, my guy.
Yeah, it's just where you are. Do you understand? Respectfully, it is where you are.
Okay, I mean, it's okay.
You are in your space. I get it. I get it.
I mean, my space, but things that you are saying are not making sense to me.
I know it will probably not make some sense to you. I know where you're coming from, okay?
No, like you don't. You don't know where I'm coming from. Don't assume you know where I'm coming from. Like I said, I am a skeptic. And a skeptic, I will ask questions. I want to know. There will be things that I would not get the answers for, and that's okay. But okay. I don't know.
Yes, we can't figure out everything.
No, we can't. We can't figure out everything. But
so
things that we don't have answers for, then we shouldn't then claim that there is a supernatural thing behind it. We shouldn't make that claim at all. If we don't know, we need to say that we don't know, right? Just say we don't know, right? Than for us to now start making these nonsense claims, right? But anyway, I'm not saying that you made a nonsense claim. That's not what I'm saying. I've heard some very nonsensical claims from people, and I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I get it.
Please tap on the screen. There's how many? There's 80 people, and you've got 1,000. Thank you. Thank you for the taps. Thanks for the taps. Right. So in the meantime, let me see. Just give me a minute. Is there anyone on the panel right now that believes that Juju works?
Yeah.
PD.
So again, that was the reason I had to be joined to this live.
Okay.
My grandfather used to be a priest.
There's a bit of noise in your background.
Okay. I thought I cleared that out. Is it better now?
It's just the scratching sound.
Scratching sound? Wow.
Okay, go on.
Okay. So my grandfather used to be...
Hey, Pan-African Atheist, Miss Musani, hello. Suliat Abike, hello. Right, go on. Yes, so your grandfather?
Yeah, he used to be a priest.
Mm-hmm.
And he came over from... they migrated from where the Yorubas claim that is where their origin is from.
Mm-hmm.
And then they settled about 2 hours drive from that location, which is where they are at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, when we were much younger, he had this thing, they call it Osoyin in Yoruba.
Osoyin.
Yeah, Yoruba is in the western part of Nigeria.
I know Yoruba. I know the Yoruba tribe.
Right,
yep.
Right. Now, whenever we go to see him, this stuff is right in front of the house. My grandfather would be right in the back of the house. Now, once we get in there, this thing talks. And
what was it? Sorry, you said it's an Osanyi.
Yeah, it's called Osanyi.
Hello, how are you? Hello, good to see you. Wait, you said it's Osanyi.
Yes, that is what it's
called.
What
is Osanyi? What is Osanyi?
Osanyi is more
Osanyi,
like...
sorry. Osanyi.
Osanyi is more like a spiritual thing, like a spirit, right?
Spirit.
He has a knowledge of stuff and could tell you stuff. It could tell you stuff. So right at the entrance of his house, the Osanyi is going to alert him. We're going to hear the Osanyi calling him out, telling him that his kids, his grandchildren have arrived from the city. I saw that, like my brothers who were much older than myself, we knew that. My cousins, he had about 58 kids. My grandfather, before he died, he passed at about 128 years old, right? So that is just one proof that there is a lot of spiritual stuff going on. I'm not even going to go into the Bible. I wasn't born in the Bible days, but I'm talking about things that I have seen. You go to Benin Republic. You know Benin Republic, for instance? Benin Republic, one of their official religion is voodoo. And I kid you not, you gotta look for voodoo, you would see voodoo live and direct. I heard you saying tricks. These are no tricks. These are no tricks. And I'm going to leave it at that point first for Africa. Now I want to go into the Western world where things do really happen. About 6 months down the line, I did meet up with a guy who is a Satanist in Canada. I live in Canada. And then this guy had worked in North America and has opened about 3 churches of Satan in North America. And then he had, he fell apart with his court, and then he was standing on his own right now. So he was now talking about the things that they do. And then he was talking about how they do child rituals. So Epstein file is just like what we think they do for pleasure. I'm talking about what even Caucasians do in their beliefs in the spirit realm, aside from the realm that we operate from. And so I do think if anybody feels like there is nothing behind this world and everything is just like a 3D, right, height, depth, I mean what we feel, I think there has been experiences to prove that there is more to life and more to the environment that we interact with beyond the 3D experiences or the five senses that we
I don't know if I would agree with what you're saying. You talked about Osonyi. Osonyi, you said Osonyi spoke.
Yeah, he did.
What did Osonyi look like?
Now, so this is an idol that is crafted like in the wood kind of stuff, and it's covered up.
It's a wooden crafted thing, and it's
covered up, and it stays right in the front of the house of my grandfather.
And it speaks.
Yeah, it speaks in whistles, like it's whistling. That is the way it talks.
It speaks in whistle. Sorry,
yes,
it whistles or it speaks.
It whistles, like the sound is whistling, like it's whistling. Yeah, but you hear what he's saying because it's speaking and mimicking our language. So you could hear what it says and you could actually interpret it while listening to it. It still existed in so many parts.
Why am I getting a restriction? Why am I getting? We're just having conversation, and I'm getting a restriction. I don't understand. There's nothing that we're saying here that is.
Yeah, I hear someone saying in the comment section that it still speaks till now. And that is very true because I know so many parts of Nigeria where this is still running, like they still have their Osonyi, and it still speaks.
So let me understand. This Osonyi is a wooden carved thing, and it speaks.
I don't know what's inside of it, but it's like a wooden stuff. It's covered up. It's not like we see what is in there. Okay, so I mean, that was what it was then. It's covered up like it had a cloth around it. Yeah.
I don't believe any of that. That cannot be true because
what was the last time?
How can a wooden thing be speaking?
Have you ever been to Africa before?
Yes. I grew up in Africa. Listen.
You grew up in Africa?
How can a wooden thing be speaking now, bro? Now you yourself use your
Okay.
Come on now.
Now it is not.
What is the thing even saying?
It is not the wooden thing talking.
The Osonyi, what is it even saying?
It is the spirit. It is the spirit inside the wooden carved thing that is talking. The wooden thing is just a host, right? And so it's just like a host for it. And that the spirit is right in there. Now, when my grandfather died, that thing went with him. Yeah. Now, I still know many people who still practice this, who still got this stuff. As a matter of fact,
PD, come on, PD, come on. You are talking about a wooden thing that is crafted. Come on, my guy.
Okay, so it's like me asking you a question right now. Let me ask you a practical question. You're having your phone. Are you doing this live with your phone?
Yes.
Right. Okay, good. So it's like me asking you right now, how is your phone talking? How are you seeing me? Are we doing this live right now? Because even in Yoruba traditional stuff, before phones came, they were FaceTiming. In Yoruba practice, Yoruba cultural thing, before aeroplanes and jets came, people were transporting. Like people could disappear in one spot and appear in somewhere else. They still do that till today.
That's
in Nigeria.
That is a big. Stop it! You're lying. This is.
Okay, you know what?
This guy is trying to say that people are teleporting. People are teleporting with.
Thank you. Yeah, that is the word teleporting. Teleporting.
Spirituality, teleportation is nonsense. Come on now. How do people believe things like this?
Let me tell you something. Let me
teleport from one place to another place. Then PD, if that kind of thing exists, then there was no need making airplanes. There was no need making airplanes.
You're confusing it right now.
I'm not confusing it. You just said that.
Let me make it. Let me explain it to you. Let me explain it to you. Let me explain it to you. All right. So because it is very wrong for us to believe that there were no civilizations before science came. In every culture and every religion, they had their own civilization. Right? If you go to Egypt today, you will still see the pyramids, you see the pharaohs where they were buried, and they had so many things that were associated with them. If I take you to Nigeria today, at the motor parks in Nigeria, you're going to see so many of the drivers there who drive long distance trips. They have the rings, they have the charms in their pockets, and what they do is this. In the case of any accident, they tap their body and they teleport. That is a known fact. If
Can you stop it? That's not true.
It is my reality. You can't tell me it's not true. You don't know. You don't know
rings. What are the rings for? What are you talking about? They've got rings. Are you talking about rings that they put on the finger?
I told you that. Google
telling us that.
Okay, Google it.
Just Google that these bus drivers, they've got rings.
I said Google it.
So that drivers can teleport to where? Where are they going?
I'm just saying, Google it. Google is your friend.
What?
Just type it out, and you're gonna see a lot of stories confirming what I just told you. It is nothing like it is.
I'm glad you said they are stories.
It is not a fallacy.
I'm glad that you said they are stories.
It is not. It's not even. I'm just telling you that is of Google. I'm telling you what I know happens.
Guys,
what I know happens. Oh my God!
Bus drivers, they got rings, and these rings.
What you've not experienced, what you don't know. Bus
drivers are teleporting.
What you don't experience, what you don't know, you can't say it doesn't exist. You can't say that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
You haven't experienced before.
But the claim that you just made just now, that bus drivers
I told
in the motor park.
Go to the motor park
and they've got rings that help them to teleport. My guy, that's not true.
I will tell you those motor parks. You can go there. In fact, you don't even have to go there. I will tell you those motor parks. You can pick up your phone, do a call with them. Get on any Nigerian right now. If you know any Nigerian who grew up in Nigeria, ask them what I just told you. Ask anyone who grew up in Nigeria what I just told you. And I know it's not only happening in Nigeria. It happens. I don't know what to say to you.
Said my grandpa teleported till he died.
I don't know what to say to you, but it happens. I don't know what to say, but it happens.
Grandfather, they teleport till he died. Where's she going? Where was your grandfather going? The person said. The person that said. His grandfather was teleporting. Wait, hold on. PG, please hold on. Please, PG, please hold on. The person that said your grandfather teleports. Where was your grandfather teleporting to? And this teleportation, how does it benefit your community? Someone can go from one place to another place. How is it benefiting your communities?
They had nothing to derive from it except from their what they needed at the immediate time. Now we got to understand that the people in that generation, they didn't need what we needed right now.
Sorry to interrupt. Garthy Brokens, how do you explain the masquerades that move without anyone being inside in Benin? Oh, this is sad. This is really sad that you think there are masquerades that just move on their own. They just you grown adults thinks that there are masquerades, that there is nothing inside. The thing is just who did this to us like this now? Who? Come on, man. People. iShowSpeed showed this recently. What did he show? What did he show? Huh? What did he show? A masquerade. No, what did iShowSpeed show? It showed a masquerade?
Can I explain that? Sorry, can I about iShowSpeed?
Okay, sure. Tell us. What did
actually what happened? What happened? This happened in Benin Republic. somebody used drone, because this masquerade, they were coming out of somewhere, like a backyard of a house. So someone now, because he was so curious that what is dancing in this mask, this, you know, this thing, you know, you will bend down, you won't see anything, you kind of, you know, want to check what is inside, but they won't see nothing. So they now use drone, right? So the drone now, you know, obviously overlook them. So there's a way that they were coming out of that thing. So drone actually got, it doesn't say that, you know, I'm in support of, okay, there is Juju works and all that, yeah. But there are still people still fake things. It doesn't mean that, it doesn't exist. But there are still people who still manipulate things, because when you see original, yeah, you definitely, that means there's fake somewhere. Or when you see anything that is fake, definitely they are copying the original. So we're heads. I just want to, you know, pinpoint that one quickly.
When you see fake, they're copying original of what? Original of what? You see, what I'm not getting is, I'm not getting anything factual here. All I'm getting is claims. All I'm getting is, oh, yeah, my grandfather did this. Oh, it happened over there. Come to this place. That's all I'm getting. Otherwise, all these things are just fables. They are fables. They are fables. Let's see. We've got uncommon Olaide. Hello. Uncommon Olaide, are you there? Do you want to unmute yourself? Are you there? Uncommon, are you there? If you're not there, I'm going to bring you down. We've got Trump's mouth. Hello, Trump's mouth. Trump's mouth. Hello. Of all things that you vessel of the sun. Hello. You're quiet, oh. Is she there?
Yeah, bro. I'm here. I was just
a different topic today. Something a bit different
I was
today.
just listening to the mumbo jumbo. If hey Ollie, if these powers existed, Afro, we would not be having Christianity in Africa.
Can you imagine?
Right? If these powers existed, we would never have been colonized.
We won't even need airplanes. Did you hear? They said today there are people that still go from place to place, right? They teleport. There's still people that teleport. So if these people have the teleporting skills, then why build airplanes? You can just teleport to wherever it is that you want to go.
So those people that use broomstick to fly, it's not the same teleportation. You call the ones with the broomstick witches.
Witches.
So teleporting. Are you not also a witch? Witchcraft.
You're a witch too.
You're teleporting. Those ones are using broom. Islam. Okay, let me not say anything. I was just gonna say it's haram. That's the original haram.
What is haram? Odogo Papi, hello. What? Bye guys, inshallah you repent and become Muslim.
No.
Nonsense. Nonsense religion.
Haram.
No. Sorry.
I mean,
we are not.
This guy said people teleport.
It's nonsense. I can read your Quran. I've got Quran here. I've got the Quran here. It's a book of. Change it now. I'm trying to speak. It's a book of fairy tales. The Quran is a book of fairy tales, and they did a horrible job of copying as well. They did a horrible job of copying. Guys, do you guys know what the Muslims, the Muslim heaven, can I tell you what Muslims are looking forward to? Give me a minute. I'll tell you. From the Quran, by the way. This is from the Quran. Right? This on Mumusina Wala you watch on Judgment Day. Do. What makes you think that your own religion is the truth? No, you too, Wallahi, you wait. Judgment Day, they go get you. You Mohammedans, they go back all of you, throw you inside fire because you have chosen the wrong God, Mumu. So I hate the confidence in their false belief. So confident in your false belief. Don't disrespect the prophet. He married Aisha when she was of age. Lies. Anyway, guys, listen to
of age.
The age of a childhood.
Mm-hmm.
She was of age of childhood. So, guys, listen to what the Muslim is going to get when they go to the other side. Okay, so if you make it to Allah's heaven, also known as Jannah, you will be given 2 gardens in heaven of lush branches. They'll give you 2 gardens of lush branches. In those gardens, there will be flowing springs. There will be 2 types of every fruit. Then there will be recliners, furnishings, recliners that will be lined with rich brocade, with fruits of both gardens hanging within reach. So you're going to be on the recliner, right? The recliner thing. And the fruit is just, so while you're sat on the recliner, you just pick the fruit and just be eating from this side and this side, right? This is Muslim heaven. Let's continue. So there will be maidens of modest gaze. Now, this is where the problem is. Maidens of modest gaze. This is the English translation, but the Arabic. These are the virgins. These are the virgins. The virgins prepared for these people that think that they're going to heaven just to go and do some doking. That's all they want to go and do. They want to go and doke in heaven, right? Maidens of modest gaze who no human or jinn has ever touched. So fresh. This is what we call tieroba. A virgin tieroba. No human or jinn has been up inside their kwekus. None. So they are fresh for you. It says they will be elegant as rubies and coral. Then you'll be given 2 more gardens below. So the first 2 are on the top, but there'll be 2 below where there'll be green with gushing springs, right? Green with gushing springs. Then there'll be fruits, there'll be palm trees and pomegranates. You'll also have noble, pleasant meats. And then there'll be maidens with gorgeous eyes reserved in pavilions. So in Allah's, there will be pavilions. And inside the pavilions are going to be these maidens with gorgeous eyes. Can anyone guess what's happening in the pavilions? Take a guess what's going to be happening in the pavilions. Have a guess what's going to be happening in Allah's pavilions with the virgins. They're going to be doking. That's all it is. It's a doke fest. Oh man, it's a doke fest up there in Jannah. So these maidens, they have never been touched before. And believers will be reclining on green cushions and splendid carpets.
I have a question.
What's your question?
Right. Myself personally, I don't know. The word karma. Is there anything like karma? I have two questions.
I don't believe in
karma. Number two.
I don't believe in karma.
Yeah. Number two, in as much as you don't believe in
what
heaven.
Am I doing? Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm making a mess of this thing. Sorry, go on. You carry on.
Yeah, in as much as you don't, believe in heaven or hell. So that's basically, there is no accountability, afterlife's accountability, if I can put it that way. So if somebody does, whatever they did to mankind, they lived badly, they killed, they have this portfolio of bad things. So are we saying that when they die, that will be it?
Who dies?
If somebody did, all the wrongs, you can think of while they were still alive, and afterlife. So are you trying to say that is it? There is nothing like, okay, you face this in your afterlife because of, you've done this, you did this, you did that, and that will be if the afterlife of those people. Does that mean that's it? No accountability?
Who's going to be dishing out this punishment? I'm not sure I understand. I'm not sure. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Okay, so you are asking that, okay, people who do bad things, right? And they've not paid the price here. Would that be it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that is it now, no? When you die, you stay dead. I don't understand. Why do you think there'll be like punishment, some form of punishment after people die? What gives you that impression?
In as much as I told you earlier on,
good people die.
I'm not coming from the Bible or Quran.
Good people die. Babies die. But is there one second? Good people die. Babies die. Is there any reward for them on the other side? Is there?
Well, it's just not making. It's not making complete sense to me, though. About that concept.
What isn't making sense?
Afterlife, and that would just be it. There is no.
It doesn't make sense to you that when you die, that's it. Okay, if that doesn't make sense to you, then please tell us what makes sense to you. What makes sense to you? That when you die, what are you expecting to see?
So in as much as we we humans, we have justice system within man, within society. So I think I still know that it is beyond. It's just beyond us. But obviously, we can't just live the way we want, and after life, and that will just be it. I can't come to terms with that fact.
Listen.
It's beyond me, but I say no.
Frank, if you like, come to terms with it. If you like, don't come to terms with it. It is what it is. Unless you can prove that there is an afterlife, unless you can prove this, then my guy, you better just get over it. You better just start to, realize that this is it. This is what we have got. But I am not saying that there isn't an afterlife. That's not what I am saying. But all I'm saying is we've got no evidence for an afterlife. But if you have evidence for one, please, I would love to hear it. A place where there will be retribution, a place where there will be rewards and all these things. I would love to hear it. When people die, they look forward to go, the one who hurt them will go and be punished. If that's the case, if that things like this are going to happen, it's fine. But if you don't know, why would we then make these kind of claims? Okay. So yeah.
Well, I don't have answers.
So what makes sense to you? What makes sense? What makes sense? What makes sense to you? There's a place where we're going to go and be punished, or what?
What makes sense to me is it doesn't end here. I don't know, but I don't know what it is, but it doesn't.
Where does it end then?
In here.
And where does it end?
I don't know, but it doesn't end here.
Well, you said you don't know. When you know, come back and share with us, yeah?
I wish I would know.
And then when you finally find out where it's going to end, please come back and share it with us. We would love to hear it. But for now, I don't know what you're talking about.
What about karma? In this our world, what about karma? Is karma real?
No, I don't believe in karma.
Right.
That would imply that there is someone out there who just dishes out punishment for things that people have done. And we don't have any evidence for such a thing. So karma, as much as I love the idea of karma, I love it. I want to believe that, people deserve karma. Absolutely. But that there is something that dishes out karma. No. You guys keep saying karma is real. Karma is real. Okay, that's fine. But who dishes out karma?
I think, let me comment.
The people who say that karma is real.
Let me comment.
Tell me, who is behind karma?
Yeah, karma is just
what deity is behind karma? Which deity that just sits there and decides my own job is just to punish people for what they have done? Right? Can you?
For me,
what? I don't know. It just makes no sense to me.
For me, karma is just a man invented word. Do you understand? It's just like, when you go to court, when you do something that is wrong, you go to court, you face justice. So karma is just, for me, it's just what you do, and the law gets involved, right? You face the penalty or whatever it is, but not because most people, this karma, where they come from they're coming from a different angle, like, the spiritual angle that, if you sleep with with one man's wife, somebody else is going to sleep with your own wife. That's bullshit. That's where I'm coming from. That's what is in the mind of majority when they talk about karma. They believe there is one power somewhere that what you do, what you dish out to others, they will dish it out to you as well. For me, that's not my thing. Because if you're careless with your woman, I'm just an example. If you're careless with your woman, or if you're careless with your man, right, and the unthinkable happens, right, it is your fault. It doesn't mean that God will now say, because you did this to this person will do the same thing to you. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that, as far as I'm concerned. If I'm supposed to take care of my garden, weed my garden, nurture my garden, and I'm careless with it, right? And I'm careless, somebody else will nurture it for me.
Okay.
So that is where is telling us to be responsible, be intentional, right?
Okay.
Do what you need to do. Even though if you have done everything you think, I've done my best. Even if anything still happens, it doesn't still say, there is something somewhere that will punish that person. If you understand, if A steals from B and A invests that, do you understand that particular thing that is stole from B, if A invest it properly, plan it properly, I tell you what, there's nothing like karma. That person will be okay with the investment. It's just like these pastors now, when they say, pastor, they collect money from people, they invest this money, they invest them very well, they do investment and all that. Yeah, they'll get richer. It doesn't say because they got they got them, the way they, they getting money from people, manipulating people and all that. But they manipulate people, collect their monies, plan them very well, invest them very well. Definitely, they'll get richer.
Indeed.
I just want to speak if I forget what I want to say.
Okay, go on. Odogu, just hold on. You said you have a question for Frank. Just hold on. But before you go on, please, someone on YouTube, very, very, hey, Paul Scatler. Paul Scatler said, wait, a thief broke into a house in Lagos at night last week. Suddenly, he heard a deep voice from the darkness. I see you. And Juju sees you too. The thief froze. He shined his flashlight around and he saw a parrot in a cage. The parrot was in a cage. He laughed with relief. So, you are Juju? The parrot replies, no, I'm just Paul. Juju is the Rottweiler behind you. It's funny.
Oh, well, that's funny.
Oh, man. Okay, go on. Garthy Broken. Hello.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. So, all I want to say is that, most times when we hear all these things that maybe we just feel as if they're all made up and it seems like it's all superstition. Why do we think so? Is it because Hollywood told us that it's fictional or it's superstition? Because as I get older, I now find out that like Hollywood itself has a bigger role to play in all these things, because it has always made us feel as if all these things are thrown in the realm of fiction. We see movies like Harry Potter, it's fictional, all these things, they don't exist, nothing like all these spells and whatever. Even the bigger one, growing up, movies like Terminator, like The Matrix, they all spoke about, AI intelligence, man-made intelligence, being self-aware. We thought it was fiction. Right now, we are already in the era of AI. So many AI engines have sprouted up from everywhere. And guess what? We already accepted it as if they didn't just make a movie about it that they said was fictional, that we thought would never happen, but it's happening, I'm just trying to say that there are certain things I just believe that, there's a bigger plan of deception. Because we say these things don't exist because Hollywood has told us it doesn't exist.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
For the most part. No,
don't assume for us.
Gatti Bookings, please. No one has, not even once have we mentioned Hollywood here. The reason why we don't believe any of these things is that there's no evidence. There is no evidence for any of these things. None. Not because of Hollywood, not because of Hollywood. Come on.
We see that there's no evidence. People that have grown up in places like Haiti and places like Africa and everything, Benin Republic, and you now tell them about like spirituality, these things don't exist. You can't be like talking about their own reality.
Can they show evidence for it?
Just because
can they show evidence?
One hasn't lived it and everything.
Can they show evidence for it? Even if they live in Haiti or they live in, can they show evidence?
There have been various people that have actually showed evidence now. If you check really check the internet, you see all this evidence, all these things are there. But we know just that no such thing has even existed. Even right here.
Evidence of what? What evidence? Yes. Evidence of what? Of
the supernatural, of things that defy the physical. Things that defy the physical and everything.
Like what? Can you give us one example? Can you give us one example that you've seen of something that you can say, okay, you saw it with your own two eyes and this thing defied the physical?
Defies logic.
It defies logic. Of course.
Like what? Give us an example.
All right. There's been instances where like people have actually gotten shot and the bullet didn't penetrate, it didn't enter. Instances like that. Yes, there be instances like that. That's even like
that's a lie. Give us something that you've seen that you've witnessed.
A minor example. You know, all
That's
these things people don't say like all these things don't exist and everything. Even I don't want to like I don't want to like cite personal experiences.
Dude,
like this period has really been like a very like challenging one. I don't want to say anything.
No, listen.
But I'm telling you that.
You're telling us that there are people that can actually do charms where people can shoot. You can, a pew pew, and it wouldn't penetrate. So yes. Why has this thing become a secret? Why are they not spreading it all over the world? Why is it not a thing? Why are they not using it to do something good?
The bigger game, the bigger deception is to leave that room for doubt. So people keep on saying that all these things are just make believe.
The bigger deception, the bigger deception is believing in the foolishness.
Is to leave the room for doubt, because that's the
bigger deception. The bigger deception is believing in the foolishness.
Because if you go like way back in 1940s, the entire country was very, very spiritual. They know that these things exist.
That's a lie.
That's a lie. Right now, everybody's not like,
you can ask
this is just
please, I would like to ask Gatti a question.
Gatti, have you experienced anything supernatural before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and what's that? What did you?
I have, and I'll give you an experience that happened recently, from one personal life that I tell mom, man, this is really wild.
All right.
Okay, so like I have like I have like a Bible. That I use. I pray. You understand? So there was a period I don't really know what happened. A part of the page, okay, fell on the floor, very, very close to me. Like there's no like demarcation, very, very close to me. It fell. I looked for this thing in broad daylight too. I looked for this thing up and down. I was moved. I was scared. I looked for it up and down. I couldn't see. I was like, where would this one have gone to? That this is just like my room where I stay and everything. I complained to like my sister. I told my friend that I can't explain this thing. I swept everywhere. I looked. I checked every single thing. I didn't see it. Days after, I was at that same place, just like watching something on my laptop, only to look down, and I saw this thing. Mind you, my floor is actually white. Though. There is no way I bent down. I wouldn't see this thing. Do you understand?
So that's your definition of supernatural.
Listen. No, I'm trying to interrupt you, please. This is something that really put fear.
No, it's okay. It's okay, guys. We can have conversations. It's okay.
This is something that put fear into me. That, as a matter of fact, the hair on my face started to fall off. My hair was breaking. I was stressed out. Yes, I was stressed out. Like cortisol said, like the cortisol was released into my body.
Okay. You've answered my question. That's enough. You've answered already. You've answered. You don't have to add
when somebody. This was something that I didn't want to like.
You answered already.
But you asked, and I told you.
I've not even said anything about it. Calm down.
It's all right.
A paper fell from your Bible. You couldn't find it. You found it days later. So that's like supernatural to you.
Oh, it's not, Abby. Oh, it's not spiritual.
Just answer what do you call question. It? No, I'm
asking a question. No, bro.
Oh my God.
What do you call it? No, what do you call it? For goodness sake, I'm not a kid. I'm old enough. I'm telling you something happened that I want to like take like picture. Listen to me.
Talk?
No, wait, hold on, bro. Please hold on. You said something because this is a learning process for everybody.
Bro, let me
you can't say that your own truth.
You've answered my question. I asked you a question. You've answered already. Let me talk, bro.
Okay, what do you want to say? I'm listening.
You've already thought about it and you see that it's not making sense. That's why you just want to talk about me.
How do you mean it's not making sense? What's
anyways,
sense for
anything that will be
minded?
Listen, anything that will be
saying that doesn't make any sense.
Just let me talk, bro. Calm down.
Hey, Gatti, please let him speak. Let him speak.
Calm down. Now, please, to everybody listening, anything that has a low probability of happening is not supernatural.
At all.
I can close my eyes, back the court, and throw a basketball and it will enter the hoop. Is that supernatural? I can do it 1,000,000 times and only one will enter because the probability or the chances are low. But is that supernatural? No. Do you understand? anything that has the probability of 0 and it ends up happening, that's supernatural. Rain cannot fall upward. Do you understand? When that happens, then you can term that supernatural. Do you get? So imagine having a nuclear weapon, and what you choose to do with a nuclear weapon is to kill a fly with it. So your supernaturality is about finding paper. The phone you are holding in your hands is more supernatural than what you just explained. And we don't term it supernatural. Your silicon-based chip is made from sand. And that's the basis for AI. So sand is talking, yet we don't term that supernatural. But you finding a piece of paper is supernatural. That doesn't make any sense, bro. This is why Africa is
you're not like listening and everything to what I just explained to you. I'm a grown adult. I'm not.
Well, one thing
that
baffles me.
Just listen to me, please. I'm begging you guys.
Chinje, your
when somebody shares
loud
something with you and everything, you guys try to bring it to your own narrative. I'm telling you something that happened that I didn't even plan on even sharing here. You asked me a question and I gave you that answer.
Can I ask you, Gathy? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear the thing you talked about. Do you think you can just for my sake, I beg, tell me again? You said what happened? You're reading the Bible or what?
Yeah.
Please tell me again, I beg you, please.
Yes, please. I'll gladly tell you.
Please.
Okay? And however you guys want to interpret it, that is fine. But I'm only speaking my truth. So I said that one particular time, that was like in the daytime actually. I was saying my morning prayers, like I always do. Right? I was saying that I think I was very, very fervent with it and everything. And like turning the chapters and everything, a piece of it that was already like very loose fell on the floor, just like so close to me, very, very close to me, like not even far, just very close. It's something that if it fell on the floor, I'm going to see it. There's really no demarcation and everything, right? Let me check and pick it up. I looked everywhere. That this is a place that there's no distance between me. It was in the daytime. The floor is actually white. It's not like it's something. It's not like it's something that I can't see and everything. And I checked. I brought out broom. I checked everywhere. Checked places that it didn't even fall under. I looked everywhere. I couldn't see anything. I'm like, I started to say, am I like imagining things and everything? I was like moved. I was like really visibly shook by the incident and everything. I said, okay, you know what? No problem. Let me just leave it at that and everything. But I had to like complain. I confided in a friend of mine. I said, I don't know what this thing means and everything. Like, what could this possibly mean? That it just feels as if I'm being watched or whatever. That this is crazy. I just kept to myself, but it wasn't a funny incident at all. Days after, let me say weeks after, I was just like, at the same place, checking something on my laptop and everything, just to look down. And I saw that thing that I did not see at all. For days past, I didn't see it. Swept that same place every day. Swept every day. Nothing was there. I didn't see anything. Days after, I didn't see it. And I think I even looked up. I don't know whether to see if the fan turned a little bit. I don't know what that means. Let me just imagine things and everything. But what I'm saying is that I checked for like days in between. This thing I'm looking for that is actually big, not even small, not like a tiny piece. How do you now explain that? This is my own experience. This is my own experience.
Can you just explain to us what is the what's spiritual about this you're describing, or what's out of this world with what you just told us? You lost the paper.
Yes.
You lost the paper. You couldn't find it, and then eventually you found it. So, what is spectacular about?
Oh my
wait,
God.
hold on. No. What is spectacular about that? I'm asking a question. I'm trying to understand. It's a paper, fell from the. It was loose, fell from the Bible, and fell to the ground. I don't know to where, but eventually you found it. So I'm trying to understand what is the spectacular or unique thing about this experience.
The unique thing about the experience, the unique thing about the experience is that it doesn't make for me, the thing it just defies logical explanation. If something that fell close to me was, I'm meant to have, like, you know, if it does something fell on the floor, you see that on the floor and everything. You see that on the floor and everything, right? In front of you. That something happened to me. I couldn't find it. How do you explain that? It couldn't mean that there's something more and everything, which I wouldn't go into, because if I start to go into, it's like, oh, this part come again with a elaborate boohoo and nonsense and everything. But those that understand what I mean,
but what I don't understand is that, okay, if we look at this story, if we look at, you know, this event, what's happened to you? Are you saying that something came to come and hide your paper from you?
No,
went to go and hide your paper from you because it is trying to show, I don't know why. You mean that a spirit, somebody came and pick your paper and ran away?
Yeah, please, can I
ran
say
away
something?
with your paper,
Please,
and then came back a few weeks later.
Yeah.
Can I buttress your paper? Yeah, take your paper. Hey, come on now.
Please, can I buttress what this gentleman is talking about?
Buttress. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You see, I can understand where it's coming from.
No, you don't.
I know you see, it is really difficult if you have not been there, at least for once in a lifetime. You see what he's talking about. Yeah, I mean, there are things every now and then that I have actually experienced. Okay, these things are beyond logic. Like, for example,
no. There's no such thing as beyond logic. There's no such thing as anything being beyond logic. It's illogical. Illogical. There's no beyond logic here.
It's acceptable. You say it's illogical.
It's illogical.
Yeah, it's still okay. Yeah. So I was looking for something, right? I was looking for
before you give another example. Sorry. Before you give another example, which is more supernatural?
Ima, before you carry on, that voice is familiar.
Yeah, this
Yes? Okay. All right, darling. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Good to see you, Terry.
Yeah, so which is more supernatural? A piece of paper falling down and you finding it, and the phone you're holding. Which is closer to being supernatural?
Okay.
Just answer the question. Don't tell us.
Yeah. Literally, I would say mobile phone.
So why don't we call
it's closer in a sense? The phone is closer in a sense. If you look at it,
guys, tap on your screen, please. Everyone, tap on your screen, please. Tap.
Phones supernatural.
Yeah, but yeah, you see, we are limited as humans. We are limited. We are limited.
Why did you say we are limited? How are we limited?
There is a lot going on.
Just mention one or two. Don't just be vague with it. There's a lot going on. Mention one or two things out of the a lot.
Okay. Now, when there were times
when there.
No, yeah. I'm talking about my personal experience.
Good.
You know, I leave something somewhere. Look, guys, I am not making anything up, and I'm not assuming anything.
No one's saying that.
Right? I left something somewhere, right? And I went and came back. That thing was, I could not find that thing in that particular space. I took the picture. Guys.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the other person. Someone said in the comments about this, my backdrop, they do juju.
Yes,
right, go on.
After this, your backdrop is doing something supernatural.
So I came back and I could not find this thing.
Oh God.
Later on, I forgot about it. I knew that this was the place I took the picture. Later on, I found that thing in that same spot. Not the same day. After I actually have forgotten about it, sought for an alternative, and I found that thing. I found it back in that particular place. I know it's hard. It is very hard to come to terms with it because it is not your experience.
Can I just quickly, let me just quickly say, for the person on YouTube asking how can you share your experience, if you can come over to TikTok, just look for the Afro Atheist on TikTok. The Afro Atheist. We are live on there, and you can send a request. Just let me know you're from YouTube, and I will bring you up. Okay, I will put the link to the stream. I'll put it in the chat. Okay, so you can. I don't know if you might be able to click the link or not. I'll try, but if not, just come over to TikTok, the Afro Atheist, and you will find us here. All right. So please carry on.
Yeah. So Frank, this thing you were looking for, of what significance is it to humanity? Because something that could have just disappeared like that or be of interest to spiritual entities would be of value. Do you understand? Maybe like a blueprint to a nuclear research or a new discovery in medicine that they just want to silence you about. Like, this thing, is he of such magnitude or just another piece of paper that you could have just printed out or something?
My brother, you are. I think you are taking this thing to a different, how do I call it? To a different perspective. The point we are making here, we are not talking about. If we want to talk about the importance of anything, anything, that's a different thing. But what we are trying to talk about here, you know what we are talking about.
I don't.
That we are limited. We are limited. That's just the point.
I agree.
Where you're coming from. I know what you're talking about, but we are limited. It's my experience.
I agree that we are limited. Do you understand? And I think that's where you're missing it too, because you don't want to accept your limitation. You think your deduction of your perception is perfect. Do you understand? You can literally see. Listen, Frank, let me talk. Frank, please.
The point you're making, please.
Frank, we as humans, we can't trust our senses. Do you understand? We can't trust our senses. That's why we have thermometers. Someone can touch something and say this thing is cold. Another person will touch it and say it's hot. That's why we have thermometers to resolve that dispute. You can bet your life savings that you are seeing water on the road when you are traveling. But when you get there, there's no water there. But you can bet anything that you saw something there. Do you understand? So is that supernatural too? Our senses are limited. Yes, I agree. But you are banking on this limitation and terming it supernatural. That is illogical.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Considering that this is a very natural thing, there is no evidence there's no indication that there was anything out of the ordinary that was somehow inserted here. I'm hearing about the paper falling to the ground. For all you know, the paper might have just got stuck somewhere, right? Oh God, not again. I don't understand. Why am I getting all these many restrictions today? This is the third one. Hold on a second, please. This is the third restriction. I don't get it. Wait 1 second, please. Let me just see. I don't know. I might need to drop the live and come back again.
Good night. Hello, good night. Could I just say one thing before you jump the live?
No, I'm not going. I'm saying I might need to drop it and then come back because I don't know.
Okay.
Please, there are people that are here before you.
Wait, Michael, 1 second. Yes. Odogu, did you say you had a question?
Yes, I wanted to talk to Frank about something he brought up earlier in the live, where he was talking about how judgment after we honor life, and he doesn't understand how we don't believe in what happens or where is the judgment when people do bad things. That was what he was talking about. That he doesn't understand how
I just
we
want to address it. Yeah, but I just want to address the question that you asked that she made a reply to. I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to make a point.
I wasn't talking to you, Michael.
Odogu, just one second. Just 1 second.
Okay.
There's a reason for this. Yeah, go on, Michael. Guys, tap on the screen and share the live stream, please. No one's tapping. Come on, people.
Yes, you were saying that for someone to do wickedness or to do evil or to do bad, and life just end like that, and there is no penalty, there is no justice, and the reason why you would accept that karma or something like that should befall that person. I'm going to put the ball in your court, where your savior promised to give justice. Now, this is the justice that your savior is going to give. That person, I'm not going to call anybody name, because there are certain names you cannot use on this medium. But just think of an evil fellow throughout history, an evil leader throughout history that killed millions of people. Now, you know that if this person asks for forgiveness to your savior, whosoever your savior, your Jesus, your whosoever that person is, or that being is, or that creator is, if he asks for forgiveness, what will happen to that person? That evil, wicked person that we all know of. Tell me what would be the judgment?
I don't have a savior.
No, I'm not talking.
I don't need
one. No, I'm not addressing you. It was
I don't have a savior, and I don't need one.
No, it's not you. It's not you. I'm not addressing you, Miss Africa.
Okay. You're talking to Emma.
Yes, the person asks you, what is the karma? Where is the justice?
I see.
And I'm saying to that person now, this evil that this person did, when this person asks for forgiveness from his savior or whosoever, what will be his judgment?
Who was the person that asked me that question even? I think
it's
was
earlier. It's about 20 half an hour.
No, I think the man who asked that, I don't think he's here anymore. It wasn't Frank. It wasn't you who asked me that question, was he?
Are we talking about karma?
It was Frank. It was Frank that asked the question. It's actually something I wanted to respond to too.
What will happen to people? Okay, it was Frank. It was Frank. So it looks like both of you want to address the same thing, Odogu and Michael. So Michael, just hang on a minute. Let Odogu address what he's. You just hang on. I like that line of questioning. Oh yeah, Odogu, go on.
Yeah. So actually, what I wanted to say is like Michael and I were actually on the same train of thought.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to say something similar to that. I wanted to talk to Frank because he said he can't understand how there's no judgment. So I wanted to say to him that the Christian God, because I know Frank is a Christian. So when someone does evil or when someone is a bad person, just like what Michael was trying to say, and for example, someone unalives another person, for example, and the person that unalives another person prays for forgiveness, the person is forgiven. Now, where is the justice for the person that was unalived? Because you saying that you don't understand how someone will unalive and there's no judgment. That how do atheists reason that there's no judgment for when they unalive? So you, Frank, now your God forgives someone that unalives another person, grants him forgiveness. So where's the justice for the person that was unalived?
Okay, can I come in? Can I come in?
Yeah, come in. You asked the question.
Okay, all right. Right. The thing is, you say I'm a Christian. I am not a Christian. My perspective did not come from maybe being a Christian or not. So what I'm talking about is that you say God can forgive someone after they've, whatever they've done. God may forgive. For me, I don't know how that works. That's what I'm saying. I mean, being a Christian is subjective.
Frank, do you believe in God?
In God?
Yes.
I believe that
Bro, just go straight. There's no point trying to just
call it God.
accept what you believe in with your full chest.
So the point I'm making here, what I'm trying to say, I won't call it God. You understand? I'm not saying I believe in God. I won't use the word G-O-D.
You have been quoting the Bible, Frank. You have
I already made reference because I've been there, I've read it. I'm only making, I'm just making reference because I think it's kind of, it helps me to make a point. It doesn't mean that I'm a Bible person.
I understand, but it looks like most of the things that you have said seems very, very in line with Christianity. Odoguba, be right or wrong?
Yes.
Yeah, not that it could look like that, but not at all. Do you understand? Because the thing is, nothing is absolutely useless. Even a wall clock that is not working can be correct twice a day.
True.
Do you understand?
Frank, I feel like you're just trying to avoid the question.
No, I'm not avoiding the question, my brother.
So what was your response to that? Because you came earlier on this live and you were trying to make points that you don't understand how atheists think and you don't understand how we believe that there's no judgment. So I'm asking you now, as a human being, someone unalives another person. Someone has been unalived. Now the person that did the act prays for forgiveness and is forgiven according to Christianity, according to the Bible, according to God, that whosoever asks for forgiveness shall be forgiven, which is fine. So where is the judgment for the person that was unalived? Where is the justice, rather? Where is the justice for the poor person that was unalived? If God forgives the perpetrator and sends him to heaven, what about the victim? Where is the justice for the victim?
Okay, so that is where my point came from. Where you're coming from as well. That, because for me, I'm not talking about God will forgive the person. I'm saying that how will somebody do anything, and at the end of the day, they pray for forgiveness. Maybe because I didn't mention maybe God will forgive, but the point I was making is that it can't just be like that. Either God forgive them or not. But the afterlife it can't just be that God, okay, you are forgiven, and that's it.
Yes, that's what the Bible says.
We're on the same book.
We're not on the same book. We're not on the same book, bro. Michael, please go ahead, Michael.
Yes, what I'm saying is this. You see, it all depends on the way you view life, because from understanding you seem to put a lot of value on the humankind or the human species. Do you know that the human species is the worst species on planet Earth? Do you accept that?
Oh, yeah, sure.
So you really believe that the worst species on planet Earth, whether you accept creation or evolution, human is the worst species on planet Earth, and you take a book that is written by a human and you see the injustice within the animal kingdom, with the lion and the sheep, with the bear and it, you see all of this, and you only care about the injustice to humans? Do you have any insight when they talk this way? Do you think the little rabbit will just come out and look like a food, and the hawk come down and take out the little rabbit and eat him and full him belly? You don't think that little rabbit they deserve some justice too?
They do.
My brother, what point are you making? Are you saying that another rabbit or another animal eats the rabbit? Is that what you're saying?
I was clear.
Yes.
You accept that human is the worst. I'm asking you, is injustice only done to humans?
Okay, now let me explain this. You see, animals, they don't know. For me, they don't know what they are doing.
So you're a dog. You have a dog? You have a dog at home?
No, I used to.
And your dog don't know what he's doing?
They are animals. They are species of low intelligence.
I'm asking you.
But you're an animal too. You're an animal.
Do your dog know what you're doing? Do your dog know when you reach home? Do your dog know you?
Absolutely.
So you mean you don't know what he's doing? Why you don't reason? Just reason, good no man.
Look. animals. They have low IQ. They are not human beings. They are not human beings. They are only trying to survive. That's all. He's hungry and he sees
I'm
food.
gonna ask you: Do dogs save human lives? Do dogs save human lives?
No, we can't.
Have you heard stories? Have you heard stories of dogs that save human lives? Dog that found people that were buried. Dog that found people that were buried in rubbles. Dog that bring hate to people. Dog that direct fathers to their daughter that was walking on the street. Have you ever studied I'm just referring to the dog now, you know. And you are saying that dogs are not aware, dogs are not conscious. I'm going to ask you now. I'm going to ask you. Have you ever seen an injustice done to a dog since you have been on planet Earth?
Oh yes. From home.
Okay, so where is that dog? So where should that dog look for justice? Where should that dog look for justice?
No, are you talking about from human to dogs? That human doing injustice to dogs?
From dogs to dogs too. From dogs to dogs to other animals to dogs.
Honestly, I cannot, debate such thing with. I'm not being insulted.
No, because you see what really happened. The reason why I put, sorry to interrupt you, but the reason why I put out it is that because you put so much value on human life. Excuse me. You put so much value on human life, and they are the worst. Whenever you're reasoning, always remember this: humans are the worst species, and all humans walk with mess at all time. All animals do. Right? There is no perfect human being, right? And we all do wrongs and right, right? And knowing that all humans do wrong and right, injustice is irrelevant, especially after death. The most criminals are not in prison. You should know this. Most criminals are not in prison. They are our leaders in the world today. They are our doctors. They are our lawyers. You understand? Our teachers at school. You understand?
Brother, I know where you're. Yeah, I get.
No, you don't. You couldn't know this and talk about injustice after death. You couldn't know about this. And in life, you don't get justice and you want it after death. In life, many people don't get justice and you want justice after death.
And even you're talking about the karma itself, right? Just like the fellow brother just said now, he has even concluded the whole thing. But the karma itself, this is how you know that it's just a name being given when something is coincident, or when something, maybe it happens once in a while, maybe within the 100, 200 incident, only 1 or 2 times is when it happened. For most of the time, you think about it yourself. What about our ancestors? Have they been justified about what the white people did to them till today? Has there ever been any karma on them? No. What about our politicians? The way they've been ruling the country, they've bastardized the whole thing. Think about that. We've been swearing, cursing, praying negative to them. None of them died. Rather, they're even getting more wealthier, and they are putting their children upon children into the poorest position. There hasn't been any karma on them, except only one when it happened to Abacha. Then we can shout, oh, because it did this, it did that. Was it only Abacha that have done something bad?
And you know what is sad? You know what is sad when you have to teach, when you have to tell grown people this? I have a lot of children. And this is the kind of a conversation I have with like my 7-year-old, my 10-year-old, and my 15-year-old. But to tell grown adults over 50, you understand? Who humans really are. It is saddening. You understand? It's sad because you teach a child the type of world that they are going into and how people really stay. I tell my little daughter and tell my son, the man that is coming to take you away, he will not rough you up. He will be the nicest person. Like most scammers always have good defense. And most of black people heroes are scammers. Like Marcus Garvey, never visited Africa. You understand? But buy a ship to send people there. And he's a hero for a lot of black people. You notice the type of heroes that black people choose. You understand? We have to understand and be realistic that there were people in Africa that sold slaves and were wealthy, make a lot of money off selling black slaves to white people. You understand? And as I said, I tell my friend the other day, the closest person to you is an enemy more than the closest person to black people is black people. You understand? And you notice every crime fighter, every good detective, they start with the relative first whenever there's a murder. The relatives and friends are the first suspect. The relatives and friends are the first suspect in any crime.
My brother, not that I'm trying to intrude in what you're saying, but I just don't like when people start the story of slavery saying black people sold slaves, because that's not where the story starts. Okay, it just makes black people look bad. You understand? Because that's not where the story starts. The story starts that they were forced upon, suppressed, held at gunpoint, and made to concession their brothers by force. You understand? So black people didn't just wake up and say, "Oh, we want to sell slaves."
Wait, just stick up in. Let me stick up in. Let me understand you. A ship with 30 or 40 white men came to an African country. A ship with 40 or 50 white men came to a country in Africa and used their gun and took down and held the black people and collect black people and left with them. This is how the story goes for you, right?
I don't know why you think it was a ship of 50 people.
All right, 5,000. A ship of 5,000 white people.
Bottom line is there's a lot of ledgers that were.
One thing is certain. Blacks made millions.
Michael,
Black made millions off the slave trade.
Which blacks?
Black leaders in Africa made millions off the slave trade.
Michael, name one.
No, I don't want to name. I don't want to name.
Because you won't be able to name one, Michael. In all the ledgers that are there is not one that records this transaction.
Mansimosa was a slave trader.
Okay.
Emperor Haile Selassie was a slave trader.
Okay.
You want more?
So why when I asked you to name names, you didn't want to name them?
No, but you said no, but I can't believe that. I mean,
no,
you have
just
Google, you have a smartphone, just type in the slave traders, and all the name come down.
No,
the slave traders from Africa.
What he was trying to tell you is that it didn't start from there. You know, it wasn't the start of the slave trading.
Yeah, because the Haile Selassie came centuries after the start of the transatlantic slave trade, for example.
The slave trade started in Africa. The black continent was where slavery started. No, we are the original slave traders.
It
was tribal at first. It was tribal at first. Tribal when you whatsoever conquer another tribe, you use them the other tribe for whatsoever.
And what
These
would
are
they
simple
do?
things,
Michael. And what would they do? How would they treat the people that they captured? What would they do?
The treatment is not relevant when it comes to slaves.
Michael,
slaves is people that work for free.
I need you to explain to us how they were treated.
Listen to me. If you have somebody working for free, it doesn't matter how you treat them. It's still a slave.
They never had them working for them. Why do you think
Michael, I guess you're from Trinidad, right? Oh, Guyana.
You guys have been fed this misinformation. You're not the first.
That's the misinformation.
Yes.
Exactly.
Tell us where slavery started. Tell us.
Michael, just hold on for a second.
No. Forget it.
Hold on for a second, please. I've not been speaking, so you should allow me to speak, right?
Tell us which continent slavery started in.
Can you just hold on for a second? Let me speak, please.
Tell us which continent slavery started.
I know, I'm going to tell you, but just hold on for a second. Let me speak, please, okay? Yeah, I know you're from either Trinidad or Guyana. one of those two countries, and I've lived in Trinidad for quite some time. I saw you guys' curriculum of your history, and I read it, and it was garbage. I'm sorry to say it. And you guys grew up with this history, having it in mind that black people just woke up and start selling slaves to white people. No. First of all, where did black people get the economic and capital means to think of selling people? It was put into them by force, by gone to their head. And most of these kings, most of these kings were helpless.
I will ask you the same question, Jinjay.
Yeah.
Name one African king, chief, person that benefited from slavery. This man that was up here said something about Marcus Garvey and Haile Selassie being part of people that sold.
No, not Marcus. Slaves. Not Marcus Garvey. He said Mansa Musa.
Oh, Mansa Musa. Okay.
Mansa Musa and Selassie.
Haile Selassie stopped it. He contributed to stopping it.
Yeah, but one thing is that these people came with firepower, and they unalived certain kings in Africa. They unalived King Jaja Opopo. They unalived the king of Benin. They unalived a whole lot of kings in Africa, right? And the rest that was left alive had to rethink that if we don't give these people what they want, they're gonna unalive all of us.
You're very correct.
As long as you have proof of what you're saying.
Sorry?
However, I said as long as you've got proof of what you're saying, no problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean King Jaja. You know King Jaja of Opobo, right?
Yes, I know
in Nigeria.
I know King Jaja of Opobo, but can I just say this? I just typed online, went to go check, and that gentleman has wrong information. Apparently, slavery originated in antiquity with the earliest documents. The earliest documented institutionalized forms appearing in Mesopotamia, which is modern-day Iraq and Iran, around 600 to 6,000, to 4,000 BCE. So to say that slavery started in Africa, I don't know where you get that information from.
And
I mean, they taught them in school. That's what I'm saying. I know that curriculum. I know that curriculum in the Caribbean.
King Jaja was
they taught them that in school wrongfully.
King Jaja
and they grew up with
a
it.
slave person himself, and he worked to abolish slavery. However, there's a lot of misinformation about this. Can we just go back to the topic, please? This is not what this live stream is about today.
Yes, Afo, we need to go back to the topic. I have some submissions to say about the topic.
Okay. That guy there.
And do you know what?
If a gun is put to his head, that is unalive.
You guys also seem to forget that before the transatlantic slave trade, there was the Arab slave trade, right? You guys seem to forget this. And a lot of people in the Caribbean are angry and bitter with Africans because they believe a narrative that a whitey person fed them, that Africans sold other Africans. There's no record of it. If there is, give it to me. We will look it up. But
it's even the same white people that told them the story.
Exactly. And then they take it as fact. The same white people told them about Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And they take it as fact. Anything a white person tells you, you just run and believe it. They came to divide y'all. They came to conquer. They came to make you guys hate each other. Mm-hmm. And this is what is happening today. They didn't start it. The ones that came before them started it. And
you said we want to move on from that topic now.
Oh yes, let's talk.
We want to move on from the topic because this is quite divisive. This slavery thing, very divisive, and you know when you say Africans sold slave, Africans this that. Okay, but do you know how many countries there are in Africa? Do you know how many? Some of the countries are landlocked. They're not anywhere near the the seas, right? And they didn't have any form of slavery at all. So it's let's not do all those generalizations, please.
Back to the topic at hand, ladies and gentlemen.
No, just to finalize.
No. Chinje, hold on. Please let Odogu speak. Odogu, go on.
Yeah, back to
no, I just want to say something for 10 seconds, then you can speak. Yeah, please.
No, you can go ahead. You can go ahead.
Yeah. So you see, if that guy is speaking, what's his name? Michael. That guy is speaking. If they ask him to unalive his friend, else he will be unalive, I believe he would hurriedly do that to save his life, right? And that is psychology. That is psychology of slavery.
We don't have evidence for this, Chinjay.
Sorry?
Is there evidence for what you're saying?
No, I'm saying if they ask you to unalive your friend, else you'll be unalive.
What does it have to do
you want
with
to do
subject, though?
Okay.
That's what I'm just saying. You want to do it to save your own life, right?
All right. Let's move on, please. Let's move on from that subject.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So back to the topic at hand. Hi, Vessel.
Fine, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. So regarding this juju thing. So in my opinion, I feel like this juju thing is like common delusion. For example, in Christianity, when these Christians are in church and they all have the same mindset, they all see the miracle and the Holy Spirit is flowing in all of them. But when they go out and meet other people and try to sell the same narrative, or it doesn't make sense to other people. So that's the same thing with this juju of a thing. It only makes sense to people that are of the same mindset, that have been brainwashed together. I'll give you an example. I'm from Benin, and everyone that knows Benin knows that, Benin has a reputation of, being a place that has strong powers and the rest, blah, 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 But when you study our history, I've studied it, and I've visited the British museums. I've seen what these people did to our people firsthand. I've gone to the British Museum. I've seen our artifact from the 17th century, in the British Museum. It's still there to date. And I ask myself, and I ask even my dad, because my dad is kind of a historian. He knows all about the Benin history and the rest. I ask people I come across, I say, so if we are so powerful, where was all our gods when these people came? People keep talking about this juju of a thing. Oh, juju is strong. Africa have juju. We have this, we have that. So where was these gods or this juju when these people came? They came, they messed everybody up. They collected everything. Why? Because they had superior firepower. So you're now here telling me, trying to convince me that there's juju, that this juju is so powerful. You don't know anything. How can you say there's no juju? So where is it? How come ordinary gunpowder is more powerful than this juju? You have juju that if they shoot somebody, it won't enter, it will bounce. So you mean if I bring rocket launcher now to you, or if I bring Uzi, do you know what's Uzi? If I bring Uzi to you now, it will bounce, it will not enter. Come on, guys. This is 2026. I don't know how. Like, we have the internet, we have brains, we should be reasoning. See, the other guy came now, was telling us that he saw paper fly. Later, he didn't see the paper again. So that's illogical. Which English did he use? So it's terrible, honestly. We keep bragging with things that are not realistic. We keep bragging with these things. Instead of us to pack these things and move on and get in tune with what's going on in the world today, we are still backwards, bragging about juju and things that don't work. Things that don't work. Okay, what has this our juju now? What has it been able to achieve for Africans?
Otoko, it seems as if this juju only works African versus African.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
To hate ourselves, to divide ourselves. And they don't see it. They'll be busy boasting. I've got juju, we can make the rain fall. we can do this.
Can do this, we can do that.
Some of the deserts didn't start out as deserts. They used to be forests, but now they're deserts. Since you've got power to make something, to make rain, go to those deserts and water them. Let them go back to being tropical forests.
Yes.
Can I just say, there was someone that came, I think the last time we talked about something similar, someone came and told us that, this juju is real, that in the place where he is from, there is a forest, evil forest. Nobody, no human can go there. If you go to that forest, you'll be unalived, right? So why is that forest like that? He said that the gods are angry, right? The gods that control that forest, they're angry. That's why. I said, what are they angry about? They're angry that the people started worshiping the foreign gods, which is Jesus. They started worshiping Jesus. So now the gods, the one in charge of that forest, they're mad at the people for that reason. So I didn't understand that, because I'm thinking, hold on a second. You mean that this God was there watching the Jesus religion come in to his town? What did he do about it? Nothing. He just sat there and watched it all happen, right? And now the thing is busy vexing. The thing is busy getting angry for people that were colonized, people that were manipulated into receiving that religion. And now, instead of whatever the thing is, to get angry with the people that did this to his own people, right? No, he's angry with his own people to the point he wants to unalive them. How does any of this make sense? How does any of this? Now, I don't believe that there is any evil forest where nobody can look. These things, they tell you all these tales just because they don't want you going in there. They don't want you going in there. What do you mean, evil forest? No human can enter into. So that thing is powerful enough to guard the forest, not let people enter in, but was not powerful enough to stop the indoctrination of his people with the Jesus religion. Come on, it's nonsense.
In my opinion, the greatest juju, if there's any juju, is the government. No matter how powerful the juju is or the evil forest is, when the government is ready, except they are not ready, they don't have time. When they are ready, they will go inside that place and nothing will happen to them.
Nothing.
Why is it that this juju, when this juju see the real power, the juju is always hiding? But it's only to the average man, to the powerless man, that he likes to show himself that there's juju there. When the real test come, imagine if you have Odeshi that can prevent gun penetration. Why don't we now sell it to the Western world, at least to bring revenue? Imagine letting the whole world know that we have the most powerful, bulletproof. Why are we not using it to make cars? Same way these pastors say they are all powerful. For example, Johnson Suleiman. The last time they wanted to finish him, it was the bulletproof car that helped him, that saved his life. All the security that was with him, they were wiped. All the assistant, everybody's his house girl, the security men, they were all unalived. The only thing that saved him is because his car was bulletproof. Still yet, someone will still come on this platform and say, don't ever try and no Apostle Suleiman slander will be tolerated because he's a powerful man of God. They will come here and say it. This is our Africa. Honestly, when you see things like, you just know why Africa will always be backwards. See, the other one came here, he's talking about what was he saying? He was talking about supernatural paper. He put something, he didn't know where he was not looking for it. So meaning that's supernatural. Can you imagine? Honestly, I'm ashamed that these are after they will say Africa is Nigeria is the giant of Africa. How is Nigeria the giant of Africa? It's actually an irony. You know, when they are laughing at you, they will not say, for example, you carry last in class. They will not say, oh, you carry first from the back.
Imagine.
Because just imagine how our youth are thinking, Juju. You are still there doing Juju. Don't worry. When they
say, look, you see these people that are doing Yahoo something. They will go to Babalawo to go and get powers so they can defraud people. You go and get powers to defraud people. And in their mind, they think that it works. There's a video that I saw. I've got the video somewhere of these young boys. Every one of them had laptops in front of them. So it looks like they're getting ready to start the day. And they were singing a song. They were singing, God of Elijah, send down Maga. God of Elijah, send down Maga. God of Elijah, send down. And they were doing this thing. They were singing it all their heart. It wasn't something that they were. It wasn't like as if they were, playing around. No, they were dead serious. The youth, though, these are the young people.
Afro, there's there's some medical conditions that can affect a person, and instead of going to the hospital, instead of seeking help from people that are trained to treat these conditions, they will start calling, is Juju, is this, is that. There's I don't know if I sent it to you. There was a picture of a man who had breasts, big breasts, right? This is a medical condition called gynecomastia, right? He was going for prayers. He was going up and down. Apparently, he promised some woman that he's going to marry her, and he disappointed her, so she cursed him. That's why he grew breasts. It's ridiculous. This is a medical condition that if he goes to hospital, it's caused by a hormone imbalance, too much estrogen, right? If he goes to the hospital, they'll be able to help him balance his hormones, and that breast tissue will disappear. Ever asked yourself why men have the nipples? Why men get breast cancer? It's the same thing as females, right? It's a natural thing that happens. There are women who grow facial hair. Why? Hormone imbalance. Why is it that when a woman has got facial hair, you people don't say that it's witchcraft or it's juju? I'm starting to grow facial hair, right? I'm starting to grow them under my chin, right? And it's the point where you get to your hormones start to mess around. Your hormones all over the place. But another person will tell you that it's juju. You know something?
Everything is Juju for them.
There was a topic that I wanted to bring today, but I didn't know how it was going to work because it's going to be something we have to listen to. And my heart broke. It's just, I don't know if you guys want to hear it. I will speed it up. Yeah, we can hear it. I will speed it up just so you guys can, I want you guys to hear just what goes on in some of these places called church. It's ridiculous. The Nigerian church at this point, some of these people need to be jailed. And gifting has been suspended for the live stream. I don't know, just lots of restrictions tonight. And I've been saying why. I honestly don't know why. They just, when they tell you, they don't really.
But I can still gift, so I don't know. I can
You're
still
able to gift?
Yes.
No, you're able to gift Afro.
Yes.
Oh.
Because when they did that to me.
Right, let's see. Just give it a try.
Took away some of
I'm gifting now.
Oh, yeah, I can see. Okay. Oh.
But you'll notice, Afro, that they would have taken away a chunk of your coins.
Yes. Oh, so maybe if you're gifting, then that means they're taking it then.
Oh, really?
I think so. I might need to drop the live. I'll have a look, but let me play this thing.
What people can do, they can gift me, or you can bring your backup account, and people can gift your backup account instead. Because if they gift me, then I can then transfer them to you. Or you can just bring up your backup account and they can gift your backup account.
Oh, I can just drop this live and come back again.
Nah.
Yeah. Why not? Anyway, please just listen. Let's just listen to this. Maybe we'll end the live soon anyway, just so we can come back again tomorrow. Right now, honestly, some ridiculous shit. Wait.
The matter was demonstrated before.
Right, let me turn the speaker on. It's some ridiculousness. So, background. It's a church, right? And the title is, This Christian Brother Married a Marine Girl, Pretending as a Choir Sister. Listen to his story. So it's in a church, and apparently he married this. Just listen. I'll speed it up a little bit.
Displayed. This girl is a marine girl. So these are people demons sent to church to arrest and scatter people's life. She played love. Let's use the word love with Isaac right from 2021, that they became close together. So she cast a spell of love to the heart of Isaac, so that Isaac will be rushing after her. Isaac will be rushing. We're going to handle the case that has been in Ibadan since last year, that concerns the marriage of brother Adenir and Isaac, married, who is of Holiness Revival Movement in Ibadan, married a sister Oyiza Ajana. You will see her in the screen. Is she there? Are you seeing her there? Are you seeing her there? Thank you. You can sit down, brother. The marriage held in September 2025. Since that September, which date? 6th September 2025, Oyiza Ajana, a member of the church, refused to open herself to her husband, Isaac, to sleep with her, up to today. So she rejected it outright. And I learned sometimes she'll carry a knife to threaten him.
Can you imagine?
So the case was reported to the church. All effort failed. All effort. All counseling failed. I got wind of the matter and came into it by phone. I spoke to the two of them. I tried to know whether Isaac was not having enough money to provide for her need. I instructed the church in Ibadan to give the money so that she could cool down. All failed. Though I had perceived it was a demonic case. And I told the pastor, Pastor Tony, let people be organized for prayer regularly, even go to her house. The case reached her mother, who lives in Lokoja. The mother came herself, did all effort. It didn't work. People would talk to her. She would look, yes. But when real action to come, never. Well, according to Isaac, there have been no penetration even once.
Hey.
According to her too, there have been no penetration even once.
Hey.
Now, I'm going to call our brother Isaac. He has more experience, in house experience.
Now the groom is going to come and say his piece.
Sorry.
Well, I just want to talk about the issue of the marriage. It all happened that, I make my intention to the committee.
This is the husband.
And after making my intention to the committee, they follow up with us. They call me, they call her. We explain our conviction, and everything started. So, but along the line, maybe some months to the wedding, she was having some feeling that she's, maybe she's not really interested. Maybe doesn't have feeling like that. This could be spiritual. Let's do it. And the also counselor, the committee also counselor.
Some months to the wedding, she started feeling like she wasn't interested anymore. Shouldn't they have just called off the marriage? But they still went ahead.
Exactly.
Do you understand? The signs are already there before they even got married. But hey, you see, this is church moves. It's terrible.
Go and pray. After you have prayed, come and tell us. And they asked her, and she said she's convinced about me. So that's why the marriage committee allowed her to proceed about the issue. So well, we later we went over as I proceeded about the issue of the marriage. As we proceeded, so we did introduction. After the introduction of my parents, we went to our parents in Lokoja, and from Lokoja we also go to Lagos to see our uncle and to Abuja to see the father. So after all this, we reported the matter to the committee, and after reporting the matter to the committee, they followed us as well. Along the line, we also talked about what to do the court wedding, in which we did at UI there. And after the court wedding, we also went to.
Sorry, guys. Sorry to pause. It just dawned on me. There might be a very simple explanation why this girl is, doing this. She might just be queer.
Yeah.
She might just be queer. She's a lesbian. And the thought of this guy penetrating her is just not a thing. It's just, but everything is spiritualized.
Maybe the guy smells. Maybe he's got bad hygiene.
Look at
maybe
him.
The guy.
This guy. I mean, just look at him. I don't know.
For the proper wedding. So some of my family members came, and I also from youth conference. I went down to the local judge for the wedding. So immediately after the wedding, I've been complaining about that feeling that he doesn't have feeling for me again, this and that. And it actually been misbehaving as well. But because of the way the love I have for her, because one of the conviction I gave to the committee that I have fervent love for her, that's one of the reasons I told them. And because of that love too, I was able to accommodate her deficiencies and lapses. No matter what I've been doing, I believe love enjoy all things, love open all things, love is kind and all that. So all these things I was accommodating all these things, thinking that things will change. And more so, we're in a movement like this where we're hearing the truth, that I strongly believe with the teaching we're hearing in this movement, everything worked perfectly for us, but all to no avail. So along the line also, so after the marriage, we're in the hotel where we lodged, because after the marriage, we went to hotel. So I touched her, but she's like saying, we said that she told me that she has told me before that you don't want us to meet now, that you want us to wait for a brief period of time. That I was asking what's the reason. She's not really giving a cogent reason, but I felt maybe probably because she hasn't tasted sex before, because she told me that she's not the type that loves sex all the time. I said no problem. So I myself too, I've not been into all those things by God's grace. I've been the virgin as well. So I'm not into all these things. I kept myself by the grace of God. So I said no problem, let's continue. So all of a sudden, as we proceeded, so we said okay, we're not going to have anything in the hotel. I said no problem. So when we get to Ibadan, and we came to Ibadan. So that on the way we accompanied myself and the mother to the park. So she was crying at the park. Like, mommy, can you see now? When she said she doesn't love this brother, look at it now, look at the condition you push me now, this and that. And the
hope it's
father
not
and the
too
mother,
fast for you guys.
They have been saying that she just be patient with her. I should not say anything to anybody now. Let's see how everything will go and all that. So, but when the matter persisted, we introduced the matter to Pastor Longs in Lokoja, and Pastor Long followed up the matter as well. It was sometimes we cancel us and all that. And so all of a sudden, later on, we got to inform our daddy here, Pastor Tony. And when we informed him, he also took the matter upon himself. He began to, he called us, he canceled, they really tried for us. They come around, they pray, they do all sorts of things to us. In fact, there was a time that Mommy Tony was even crying that please, on the phone, please release yourself to this brother, this and that. When you don't release yourself, this and that. Me, I wasn't, maybe, if you don't release yourself to this brother, they'll be feeling pain, all those things. I don't know anything about those things. So, along the line, they were intervening, Pastor was intervening, and as well, Pastor, our daddy also was involved. So once in a while, in the marriage himself. Now, so each time she'll be telling me no love, no joy, no peace. Almost every time. No love, no joy, no peace. I was now wondering what is taking away our joy. Me, I wasn't, I have joy, I have peace, I have love. So, but you, no love, no joy, no peace. So even when the church will be telling us, oh, touch each other, this and that, it will be as if the church is forcing her. It's as if we say that I'm trying to rape her. So she sees it as a rape. So it was a battle. She wasn't really, so sometimes she will just open her like this.
She doesn't like you.
I don't know anything about all these things. So we just like this now. What else to do? I don't know. So I don't know how to go about it to that. So I don't know. I was like, I'm not really good with all these things. So the church with our married committee or women, they cancel us, go like this. They fast. Mommy favor we see call us to our house. Teach us. This has to go about this. This, do this. That both of you should, it ought to be a mutual something. But it ought to not be. It should be as if I'm the only one doing not touching her. So she's like, she felt so irritated about me. She doesn't. My body is not attracting her. Nothing about me that's attracting her. Everything was just so blank. I was just like, in the world. And one thing is that even before to the marriage, I told her that any day I had a covenant with God, that any day I sleep with a woman that is not my wife, that God should not spare me. That's because of all the understanding that God gave us. That I don't want to do something. So, but now I am not into marriage. This thing is not playing out. God help me. So I have to, and I know that without holiness, no man shall see God. I have to be praying that God should just help me. And not only that, the aspect of sex, even in the aspect of dating. She told me before that she loves me to be bathing also in the night. When we go out, I said, okay, no problem. So when we enter, actually all the night I usually bath. But in the night as well, she'll be, sometimes if I fail to bath, she will hold my neck. I just go and bath now. She'll be forcing me that. So sometimes, so our leaders will intervene. Please release yourself. In fact, it got to a time one day, she called some little children.
I'm not understanding. Why is this brought to the church? Why are they talking about this? Why is this for the church consumption? Is this not a private matter? This brother has got married and has not had intercourse, not once. Shouldn't that be a private matter? Now we're bringing it to the front of the church.
No, but Afro, the biggest issue is she doesn't like him. So because she doesn't like him, she's Obanji, she's marine spirit, she's this, she's that.
Exactly.
Afro, it will pay me if they don't show the woman's side of the story.
They will not show the woman's. They only showed her photos.
That's
only
not
her
fair.
photos.
At least let's also hear from our own side, not just from the man's side, because this guy, the guy has strong BO.
They started saying, "Oh, that's." Anyway, you hear it, confession or something like that.
Because I'm touching her. So that maybe if I see these children, I will not touch her. I ignore the children. I will still touching her. So a Muslim woman in our neighborhood saw how we are arguing. That, do you want to rape me? Do this, that. A Muslim woman said, "Auntie, don't do like this now. You are already married. Why will you be telling your husband? No, I don't love him. I have told him before. My mother forced me. So all to know the church tried all the possible best. So I cannot, if I come back from work to sit down on the dining table, if you say no, I can't. I'm not even free. I will tie bath and change my clothes. So it was just a struggle. And also in the kitchen,
she clearly doesn't like
and I just
guy.
came in and I'm tired. In fact, the only thing that I have told before marriage, you promised me you're going to be assisting me in the kitchen. So everything is just like I'm just in a cage. So it's a serious one. That's it. Just so with all that is happening, I'll just know that hey, I cannot wait this lady because I know very well that if I should hate her, darkness overtake me. So I have to be praying each time. I will say, God, I forgive this lady. Lord help me. Lord help me. So all the effort that if Pastor Pointer, sometimes Pastor Pointer, I will call Pastor Pointer. Just do this. Sometimes Pastor will say, give me money. Please take it. Because Pastor will give me money. Take care of this lady. Do everything to please her. Everything. Ultimately, Pastor will cancel me. Sometimes I will call Pastor. The fatherly love and care was too much that I don't know how I was just in the love in the side. I don't know. So daddy tried all the best to bring our daddy, some of our brethren to pray for us. Everything. Ultimately. So that is it.
And this is contrary to the Holy Bible. In the book of 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians
contrary to the Holy Bible.
Chapter 7. I read from verse 1.
Thou must fuck.
To verse 5. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Don't sleep with a woman that is not your wife. Don't yield your body to a man that is not your husband. And you in courtship, don't yield your body to each other. It is until you marry. Verse 2. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Now you can know, marriage is for sexual purpose. To keep the man from being defiled by seeing other women. Or keep the woman being defiled from seeing other men. Because the Bible says, whosoever shall look on a woman and lust up.
Vessel of dishonor. They say that marriage is to keep the man from being defiled by other women, to keep the woman being. This is the reason for marriage.
If you don't like the guy, release the lady. You don't have to embarrass her like this.
Yeah, I know. How do they do this? It's crazy.
Because she don't like the guy, she's marine spirit. Hey, Rowdy Rod. She's a marine spirit. She's this. We need to stop this.
It's terrible.
Women have got choices. And her body, her right. If she don't want to give you purpose, she's not gonna give you. Beg, borrow, steal. She's not gonna give you. She don't want. Respect that.
Afro, please, I need the link of this video, please. It's so funny.
Okay. All right.
Saha has committed adultery with her already in his heart. So have your wife. Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. Husband, don't deny your wife your body. Likewise, you woman, don't deny your husband your body. The wife has no power of her own body, but the husband.
Really?
And likewise, the husband has no power of his own body, but the wife.
Really?
You cannot keep your body. I said, my husband, you can't touch it. You can't touch it. You can't touch me. You don't have power to keep that body. It is because of it God gave you to him for marriage. Neither you. No, I won't touch you. You won't enter into you.
My own body again.
That's one of the reasons, most reason of it, that marriage is held to avoid fornication. Defraud ye not one the other, except it be with consent for a time, that ye may give yourselves to fasting and prayer, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency. Do not deny your husband sexual intercourse with you. Husband, do not deny to have sexual intercourse with your wife, except for any reason. You're going into long fasting and prayer, not even fasting and prayer for one day. You still have strength. Not, it is a matter you're going to where your body will be weak. Otherwise, don't deny yourselves. And when such a period you have given to yourself for fasting, not one day. You can fast in one day and still have strength to meet with your wife or meet with your husband. You may even fast for 2 days and still have strength. It's not a sin to meet with one another when you are fasting. That's what the Bible says. Let there be agreement. It's not that God is saying if you meet, you are committing sin. No. So, but when such a period agreed upon comes to pass, quickly come again and continue your sexual union. Otherwise, your minds will be corrupted by seeing others. To the hungry, what happens? To the hungry, what happens? Every bitter thing is sweet. When you deny your husband, yes, as he sees women about, the thoughts are coming to his mind to defile him. Deny your wife. As she sees men about with their wives, or even young boys on the street, her mind may go there. Therefore, don't. So, if you don't come together, Satan will come to you for your lack of control. This actually shows that people who leave their wives and travel to other countries, other states, and not come back, not find a way in which they should be meeting, they are taking a dangerous step for their lives, because lust may come up there. Immorality, even physical one, can result to any one of them. And what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and lose his soul? So that matter of I'm going to school, go this way, take it to go for real prayer and real agreement, and ask God regularly for help. Otherwise, you may fall by the devil. So this lady denied her husband Isaac.
Going to cut back on finances too.
From September up to this September 2025 to January. In fact, it's February now, 2026. We're going to call Pastor Tony, who is the pastor in charge of them, that knows detail to hear what he will say.
Another pastor
of what he knows
about their
and what he has
private
done
issues
in this matter. You're welcome, Pastor Tony. That is the Oyo State overseer.
Thank you, Daddy. I want to say this visit of our daddy to Ibadan is divinely arranged. For since this issue started, this morning, not say about a few hours ago, I have never rested. It has been a great burden.
because someone's
Even the church, or just the church, it has been a serious issue.
Really?
We are concerned. A marriage between our beloved brother Isaac and Sister Oyiza, which was held in Lokoja on the 6th of September last year, because our sister hailed from Kogi State and the church was involved. This marriage, the process, we followed all the due process. The marriage committee, as stated by the church, all the due process was followed. So, almost just immediately after the wedding, a week after the wedding, I was called. That the officiating pastor called me and said, if I knew, I wouldn't have put myself in this problem, this issue. What was the issue? Now I was waiting to hear from him. It was it took him like 3 days before he could let me know and sent Isaac to me. And when Isaac came and then mentioned all that was going on, that there was an attempt to have an intimacy with his wife, that she was postponing. She postponed. She said it would not happen that way. Then we we came together and want to know what was the reason. There was no serious thing at all. Then, no reason. Not that you were sick, as she was sick, no reason at all. Okay, could it be that because we don't know whether it was a spiritual something, the church went into prayer.
Spiritual something.
Praying about the situation. This event started unfolding during deliverance that was conducted on her, that she belongs to the other world.
Chai.
When she was interviewed, when I interviewed her, she said,
so because she will not have intercourse with this guy, so now she's of the other world. She's of the other world. What is this? She's of the other world. Hi.
So many things, but there was this statement that I mean, the statement that she made that got me worrying, that there was an agreement before the marriage. That this agreement is that she will not like sex. You will not like sex. Then why is the reason of marrying, going to the marriage?
Excuse me.
Why? She said she would not feel like you have never married before and you claim to be a virgin. Then why do you think that you will not like sex? So it was a serious matter. Up to October 20, that the case got to the knowledge of the international director, our daddy. The women were having a meeting here, program. You remember we were here with Isaac and Oiza, that daddy instructed that I should call them. So daddy interrogated the matter and then gave counsel and instruction that they should go home and then have it done. Then as she was leaving, he prayed with them. As they left, I was thinking that it will be everything will be over. That from that October, no. The following day, there was what happened? That is how we have been carrying on and carrying on until again I reported to Daddy because he was interested. Now, is it because of his status? Maybe financially, Daddy was concerned and gave instruction that I should give him some amount of money, very good money, that he should give her a wonderful treat, which Isaac did. He showed me the following day because I was following her when I visited him. He showed me happy things that he brought. The woman will not touch. Took her out and bought some things. Now I said, and that night, wanted to have the way, said, no, is it because of this thing? No way. No way. So that all of that happened. Daddy again instructed that we should have a prayer. I should organize a prayer with her, with the family, with two of them. So we did that. We were going from, I think, was it every day. All of this did not work. We went for this last conference, December conference. I was expecting that she would be there. Isaac was there. I can't say them. I worked on that to make sure that they went for that conference. She was not there. She did not make us available. Then Daddy again instructed that when we get back to the station, to my station, that I should make sure that we conduct another prayer this thing for them. Only to find out that she was not in Ibadan. She left and sent a note to me that she had traveled for holiday. I said, there's something serious about this. So since that time, up to now, up to this morning, there not been any consummation. The situation remained like that. We made several efforts. I even cried one day, begging. I was in the house. I cried, begging. What is it? I said, please, don't drag the name of this ministry into mouth. She will not. So that is the situation with Oiza in marriage with Isaac.
Her mother called me 2 weeks ago about that and said I was coming to Ibadan for crusade. I said yes. She said she was happy. I asked who she was. She described herself. I said, okay, you are the mother of that lady. How is it now? So she said, she said, fine. As I'm coming to Ibadan, I will see Isaac and your daughter. Since you are coming to, I will see you together. So they were the ones that delayed us in the hotel. They came from 7:30 to 8, and we started their matter. But before she came, the Lord had revealed the matter. Amen. My wife told me the full matter. The Lord gave her revelation. She started explaining the revelation, and they coming in should not be up to 1 hour. She said the matter was demonstrated before her, displayed. This girl is a marine girl. She is married to a marine demon, and they have children together. And this demon is a harsh type, highly jealous type, that will never allow her marry another. And the covenant with the demon is the day you allow a man enter into you, you will die. Or that man will die. So you see the covenant. It has been a very strong covenant. So she knew she was not going to marry. But they sent them to church. She had been in holiness movement from 2015. So these are people demons sent to church to arrest and scatter people's life. So, but she played love. Let's use the word love with Isaac right from 2021. That they became close together. So she cast a spell of love to the heart of Isaac. So that Isaac will be rushing after her. Isaac will be rushing. In fact, in the revelation, when we were telling Isaac, this woman will not marry you again, Isaac fell down. Oh, babe, plead with her, George, plead with her. Take microphone. Take microphone. Let the people hear you. Exactly like that. You know. Exactly like that. He knows. It's like at the point, it's like I said, he would die if he does not marry Elisa. Exactly. Yeah. That is how he showed to the revelation. Who is like unto thee? Oh.
My people. This is what goes on in the church. This is what goes on in the church. Dimples, you've requested again.
All I'm hearing is that they're preaching that sexual assault is okay. Like, the woman has no consent in the say in the matter, and because I married you, I now have a contract over your body. That's just not okay.
Exactly. It's really sad. And look at the way they've made a private matter between husband and wife, right? Now they just bring it out and just start talking about it without her being there. It's everything wrong with this, what these people have done. I don't know the reason why, but she might be queer and don't feel like she wants to have sex with the guy.
If you're saying that she's queer, do you think that this was an arranged marriage then?
No.
Or one that was forced on her? I don't know the whole of the situation. So
I think when they started, maybe she liked the idea at first. But as time went on, she just didn't like the idea. But then the thing with the marriage, they tell you God hates divorce. You cannot be divorced. So I don't know.
Afro,
it's hard to tell.
Afro, you know what they say? They say the devil is in the details, you know. Although the lady was not, they didn't bring the lady to say her own side of the story, but from what I heard, the Mr. Isaac, the guy actually said everything with his own mouth. He said that the lady usually tell him to go and have a bath, go and shower. Like sometimes she will almost grab him by the neck and say, you know, you must have your bath before you go to bed. So it's obvious the guy has some strong hygiene issues, you know. The guy stinks or the guy has strong body odor and it's really bad. And from all they were saying, nobody's even actually saying that, okay, what if the problem is coming from the man? They are all blaming the woman and saying he's spiritual, blah, blah, blah. But the guy clearly has issues. Imagine as grown up as he is those old men that are giving him marriage advice in 2025, you know, telling him what to do. They are all begging and saying, oh, please just allow him. Like, come on, man. This thing is so shameful, honestly. Like, as a man, you're not even ashamed to even come there and carry mic in front of the whole congregation and be saying that she told you to go and bath. It means you stink.
Husband and wife.
I really feel bad. I really feel bad for the lady, honestly. And I'm actually, you know, in a way, actually, you know, I'm rooting for her because she, even with all the pressure and everything, because from the way it's all explained, you know that there's a lot of pressure, maybe from the congregation, from the church, from her parents and everything. She was actually forced into the marriage. You understand? But she's still been able to stand her ground and reject the guy, which is really good, you know? It's really good.
It's terrible, honestly. And this is why churches in this part of the world, how can these people be of God? That's if a God exists. Why can't he correct these people? Why can't he, you know, put them right? The girl doesn't want to have sex. We shouldn't force it. Just end it with these two people. But no, they still keep pushing because God hates divorce and this. Just end it. Let them go their separate ways.
They said the girl she's from whatever they say, spiritual husband or whatever. So why can't they pray and the power of God should destroy the marine spirit and free her? And you know, why can't they pray and conquer it? So their God can't do anything about it. So what's not the point of the whole revelation? Oh, yeah, it was revealed to his wife that the woman is this. So what's the God doing about? Like, it's so childish, and it's actually what our people just like to hear, you know? They just like to hear that, oh, there's one, it's like Nollywood to them. Honestly, just look at how they sat down and they're listening to that trash. Imagine having your bath on a Sunday morning, getting ready and going to church to go and sit down and hear that Mr. Isaac's wife used to give him knack. Where do you used to see all these videos from? Give me your plot, please.
I said I just scroll down. When I see this lady, marine spirit, I said, okay, let me go and listen. What's this about?
Come on, it's so funny, man. So if you on the video, there's a comment on the video on YouTube. Someone was saying, yes, they agree. This lady is actually from the Marine Kingdom.
Hey, really?
Yeah, no, I was reading the comments when you were playing the video.
Okay.
Yeah, someone was commenting on the video on YouTube, like, wow, that they really agree that the lady is from the Marine Kingdom.
Oh, Marine. Marine Kingdom.
Marine Kingdom don't suffer. Eh?
Dimples, what's up? Is Dimples there? I'm going to get a woman from the Marine Kingdom for Raskilo.
I'm making Schweineschnitzel. Do you want some?
Oh, schnitzel.
Yeah, Schweineschnitzel is pork schnitzel.
German. Is it German?
Yeah. Remember, I told you that I was born there. So
yeah.
I haven't made it in many, many years. And I was like, I'm going to make some for my husband today, and he's gonna eat it, and he's gonna like it.
So you got your husband. I hope you're not denying that man.
Oh,
I hope you're not from. I hope you're not from the Marine. I hope you're not from the Marine Kingdom.
You know, we've gotten more out of a non-sexual relationship than a sexual one.
No, I'm just asking. I hope you're not from the Marine Kingdom.
Marriage is always successful with consent. Remember your fries, baby.
Absolutely. Anyway, people, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm tired. Yeah. We will
Take
converge
care of
again
yourself.
tomorrow. Okay, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the love. Yeah. And we shall see you all tomorrow. Good night, folks. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night.